Kevin Hart hammers cancel culture mob. Once again, I will add, shut the F up. This is the response that we all should have when it comes to cancel culture, right? Like, this should literally be our response. Shut the F up. I love that because that is exactly what needs to happen. The cancel culture mob is insane. They want to literally silence you, and saying to them, shut up, is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing. Because they aren't looking to just voice their opinions in response to your opinions. They're not looking to just challenge your opinions. They want to destroy you. They want to silence you. They want you to not have an opinion, to not have a voice, to not have your own free thoughts. That is not what they want for you. So it is completely, properly okay to say shut the F up in response. That should be our response. There's people out there that have heard me say this before in the past and like, oh, well, I thought you believed in free speech. Yes, if these cancel culture mob idiots were people who were just trying to challenge my opinions or, you know, or have a conversation or debate me or whatever else, that is totally fine. You are more than welcome to do that to me. But when you cross that line and you get to the point where you're not looking to have conversation, all you're looking to do is try to silence and destroy people who have opinions that you don't like, then yes, we aren't talking about freedom of speech at that time. We're talking about the defense of freedom of speech. So anyway, A-list Hollywood star Kevin Hart is the latest in a growing line of prominent comedians who have spoken out against cancel culture, saying people shouldn't be expected to live perfect lives. And Kevin Hart, in case you guys have forgotten, he was someone who was at the Oscars, or he was going to be the host of the Oscars a few years ago. And this was literally right after the whole complaint about Oscars so white. So Kevin Hart was brought on to be the host because he was a black guy, and they were like, oh, well, we need more diversity because Oscars so white, apparently. And then what happened? The outrage mob, the same people who were complaining about Oscars so white, went and canceled Kevin Hart because of jokes he made on Twitter 10 years ago. Like, this is how insane these people are. This is how absolutely insane SJWs are. It doesn't matter who you are, they will always find something to use against you to destroy you. And unfortunately, Kevin Hart backed down. He apologized. At first he didn't, but then eventually he did. And that was a grave mistake that he made. So he is someone who has experienced cancel culture. He knows about cancel culture, and he is pissed at cancel culture, as anybody who has experienced it should be. So anyway, before we get into this, speaking of cancel culture, I do have a sponsor for this video. Today's sponsor comes from Flip City Magazine, a satire magazine that loves poking the bear of political correctness, which is of course something that I appreciate, and I know that you guys appreciate as well. And on top of that, they also love to do things like roast cancel culture, something that I talk about a lot on this channel. So, you know, on the back here, on this magazine, I found this to be really funny. So it says, remember, always take proper precautions and check local ordinances before reading Flip City in public, and maintain 6 feet distance from social justice warriors, which is of course the minions of cancel culture itself, right? Like, SJWs are the ones that are pushing all of this insanity in a lot of cases. So make sure that you go check out Flip City Magazine and use the coupon code JR10 when you subscribe over there to get 10% off, and that really does help support me a lot, and also, you know, gives you a little discount as well. So as you know, this channel is still demonetized, so that really would mean a lot to me if you guys would do that. With that being said, make sure you use that coupon code JR10 over at Flip City Magazine to get a very nice discount over there. It does help me out a lot. Thanks so much, everyone. Let's go ahead and get into the story here about Kevin Hart. So in an interview with Britain's The Sunday Times, Kevin Hart said he personally doesn't give a shit about cancel culture, but then launched into an attack of the left-wing phenomenon. If somebody has done something truly damaging, then absolutely a consequence should be attached, Hart told the newspaper. And truly damaging doesn't mean opinions. It doesn't mean beliefs. It doesn't mean things you say. To me, truly damaging is when you are literally calling for violence against another human being. When you are inciting violence. That is, to me, truly damaging. But besides that, if you're just giving your opinions on things, or just saying jokes, or sharing your beliefs, there's nothing truly damaging about that. You don't have to believe those things. You don't have to agree with people's opinions. You don't have to believe what other people believe. So Hart told the newspaper, according to a report from Entertainment Weekly, but when you just talk about nonsense, when you're talking, someone said they need to be taken down. Shut the F up. What are you talking about? Hart said he's been canceled 3 or 4 times, but was never bothered by it. The comedian became the target of a left-wing cancel mob when he was chosen to host the Academy Awards in 2019. Exactly. Journalists unearthed old social media posts in which Hart referred disparagingly to gay people. When the Academy asked him to apologize, Hart said he chose instead to step down. When did we get to a point where life was supposed to be perfect? The comedian told the Sunday Times, where people were supposed to operate perfectly all the time. I don't understand. I don't expect perfection from my kids. Exactly. I don't expect it from my wife. Exactly. Because last I checked, the only way you grow up is from effing up. I don't know a kid who hasn't effed up or done some dumb shit. Exactly. Hart said cancel culture has made comedians wary of expressing themselves freely. You're thinking that things that you say will come back and bite you on the ass. I can't be the comic today that I was when I got into this, which is a shame. That absolutely should not be acceptable in the American culture. And the fact that American culture has gotten to the point where comedians, freaking comedians, can't even express themselves or tell the jokes that they want to tell because they're afraid of the mob, because they're afraid of cancel culture, these neo-Marxist insane people out there. That is just disgusting. And it shows how far the American culture has strayed from our ideologies, from what makes America great, from the foundations of this country. Unfortunately, the comedians continue to fall for it. They continue to walk on eggshells. You shouldn't. F these people. Tell them to shut the F up like Kevin Hart is doing and say what you want to say. Do what you want to do. It doesn't matter what these people think. The outrage mob is honestly the only reason why they have power is because people continue to give them power. Because people continue to apologize to them and bend the knee to them, which is pathetic. We saw that recently with John Cena. John Cena is like the most pathetic example of this, where he gave the most groveling apology imaginable to China because he called Taiwan a country. It's insane. You're not saying something to make people angry, Hart said. That's not why I'm on stage. I'm trying to make you laugh, and if I did not make you laugh, I failed. That's my consequence. Exactly. But that is not good enough for SJWs. They will go further. They will try to take you down, silence you, destroy you, dox you, destroy your family, destroy your reputation, destroy your job. That is what they do. And that is evil. I'm sorry. That is just freaking evil. So the response that Kevin Hart gives here, shut the F up, should be the response that we all give to cancel culture. Stop giving them power. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Make sure you use that coupon code JR10 over at Flip City Magazine to get a very nice discount over there. It does help me out a lot. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will talk to you later. Bye.